What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Gran Turismo Sport video, and it is an exciting one this week as we are at Spa, and you can see here I qualified fourth. I got a really good qualifying time, 2:32.093, fourth place, and as you can see here, my driver rating profile, I had a very good weekend. So ran this race a bunch of times over the weekend. And it just kept feeding it. I just kept doing better and better and climbing the boards, so I just kept doing it over and over and over again. So here we are at the French circuit in our French Peugeot RCZ, which, you know, whatever. Some people think it's a little OP, but I get good results, so I'm going to race it for now because I need all the help I can get. But here we go. If you saw my last video, like I said, we are fully manual, no driving assist, no traction control, none of that stuff. We're gonna be shining my lights back there. In fourth place, probably my best qualifying I've ever done. I did have another race. I think I qualified third. I didn't get that captured though. But you know, for all intents and purposes, some of my best qualifying I've ever done. What you're gonna see though, and everybody that's raced at Spa this week, especially or recently, notices this. Pretty rough positioning right here where the race starts. That's not the worst. That's not too bad right there. 5th through 7th place is real rough. You start right kind of in the middle of that first turn, and getting it right can be tough. But here we go. Brake hard. Down into it. Clean on the outside. Looks pretty good. So here's the big trick of Spa here. Can you go flat out? Can you keep it on the track and not get the penalty? One way to keep moving up in the field is just to get this right. This one, perfect. That is perfect. What works for me there is just staying in 5th gear all the way up the hill until I know know for sure that I'm not going to go off, and then I go ahead and put it in the 6th. Anytime I would go into 6th before that, I would end up running off. But I mean, it seemed to help me. You can see up in the corner, gaining on the guy, but so here other than just the qualifying, it's rewarding just to have quick pace, just to not really have any section that if you do right, obviously, you know, I'm not perfect, so there are corners here and there where I mess up and they gain a little bit on me, but if I can run a lap and hit all my spots, like, I can keep pace and the guy behind me won't catch me. Even that alone is just encouraging. I mean, that, like, I feel like I have control. If I can just hit my marks, then I'll be all right. So coming up. Into 3rd gear. Trying to run this guy down. A lot of these races, as you can see, we moved up into C class. I don't know if it's because I was in like the middle bottom of C class, but there wasn't a lot of A or S people in these races. So you could see like the 1st through like 8th or 9th was all separated by, you know, less than 3 seconds, which is pretty competitive. There was only a few of them where like the obvious top 3 guys were just going to run away with it. But back there, that was the other big spot to hit that flat out. You can see we were a little off there, a little too hot into that first section. We gained a little bit on him. We're putting a little bit, we're almost about 3 seconds behind us. We just hit 3 seconds there, so that's good. I go a little wide here though. Go. Already lost a full second there. And this is not the place I want to lose it. I got to get this right, or else they're even going to gain more on me. I did let off just a little bit, and it's going to hurt me. Just that little blip, just to get stable and look at the time behind me. Just dropping off. So, I mean, that's how important it is to get that turn rate. But while we're running this guy down this whole lap, let me just update you guys on the channel. So, I mean, if you're new, definitely appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. You'll notice some of the other videos are kind of weird. They say like cam fam and stuff on them and maybe out of order. So I recently decided I want to start doing more of these. I want to start doing more Gran Turismo Sport videos. And I didn't want to just bombard our other channel, the family channel that's going to have, has family vlogs and stuff on it with just tons of Gran Turismo Sport content. As much as I love our almost 900 subscribers to be able to see the content, I could just end up tanking 2 channels because some people aren't coming to see that and they're gonna, leave. So I figured, you know what I'll just do? I'll just double down. I will go over to my other account with a whopping 3 subscribers and just go full on sim racing videos and see what we can do there. So, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe and see if we can get this channel up off the ground, as this Lambo is all over the place. We're gaining on him. And as we are coming in, oh, he goes wide again. Cuts back across. No penalty. Sometimes you do get for that. Sometimes you don't. I don't know why they decide, but he goes wide again. Same thing he did on the first lap. And we make the pass. Hit that pretty good. And there we go. We are on the podium as we hit the last lap. He had some problems back there, it looks like. So we have about a little over a 1.5 gap. Let's see if we can get this right here. Last lap. Like I said, super important to get this right. Full out. Pretty much as soon as 5th gear peaks, I start turning it in. And then you just want to tap that curb. You don't want to mack it. I macked it a little too hard there, but not enough to get the penalty. If you can just barely tap that curb, for me anyway, that usually means I've hit it just right and I'm not too out of whack to keep it pinned. But you can see our lead gaining. That means you got it right. It's good. Just trying to, like I said, the nice thing is knowing like we control our destiny on stuff like this. I got the pace to win, to keep this position. I just got to hit my marks. It's up to me, not the guy behind me just being insanely quicker than me. Maybe wait a little too long to go into 5th gear there. Just want to blip a little bit of braking as soon as you can get on this to get up to 4th gear you want to. This one you want to just, again, as little as you need just to keep it straight, because you want to get back on the speed as quick as possible, because this is another one where you want to be able to carry all this speed. And probably the second most important section on this course is right here, trying to stay flat out. Just a little bit, that's okay, that's good. You got it. Just don't mess this up. Here we go. Here we go. And we got a 3rd place podium. This is actually the first of 3 podiums. I got 3 3rd places over the weekend, running this race over and over and over again, which is pretty cool. Got some 4ths as well. So, like I said, it was a really good setup for us. Here we go, race number 2 that we captured. Starting a little further back, you can see 10th place. Still got that 231, but look at that, the pole position is 229.4, so like less than 2 seconds separating first through, I think it was like 12th or something. So, if it weren't for this crazy start where pretty much the first 2 or 3 cars run away from it, it would have been a really tight race. At the same time, though, can you imagine a grid start with the turn one at spot? It would be madness. So you can see this isn't too bad. I'd rather start on this side, get up to speed. You can see those guys that get started right. It starts with them right in the middle of that chicane. It's just like I said, about fifth or seventh are probably the worst places to be in for the start of that. And I had quite a few races like that. Look at that pass. Look at that. That is pretty. Left that door open, pitch it in there, didn't go too wide. That's good stuff, Ryan. So we're up in the 9th already. Can we get it right? Way too much on the inside. Like I said, you just want to tap that curb. Just tap it and then it's enough. I went way too much and it messed up the next section. We got ourselves a half-second penalty. And the guy behind us is gaining, so double bad. Alright, I'm going to speed this up because not much really happens. I wish I was this quick. But guy behind us, we're putting a little ground between him. Alright, and let's see if we can get this right this time. We're going to serve a penalty, so it's even more important that we get this right. Mess it up again. I know, why can't you, Ryan? So yeah, we did that like 100 times, and sometimes we would nail it, and sometimes we wouldn't. So we served our 1 second penalty. Luckily, we had a little bit of a lead. The guy's going to get right up on us, right in our radar, but man, we just eke it out. That's clutch right there, not letting that penalty cost us a position. Meanwhile, someone spins out, so we promote ourselves up into 8th. And somebody up there's got to serve a penalty. Guys are close, so all in all, that 1 second penalty didn't kill us. I apologize, I forgot to mute my mic for this one so you can hear my shifting. Like, I really like this track. I didn't get to stream it, but we did the FIA race the last season with this track in the rain, and I did really good at that one. So it's a pretty technical course and gives a lot of people trouble. So just being able to have my best finishes and probably my best qualifying time and everything like that is encouraging. Now that we've made the changes and we've committed to being manual and all that stuff, it's nice to start to see the fruits of our labor paying off as we climb the ranks. And with the Red Bull Ring coming up next week, which is probably my best track period, maybe we can get into B class. There you go, the Jaguar spins off, so we move up into 7th as we start the last lap. And somebody up here has got a penalty. I can't tell at this point how big of a penalty it is, but I mean, that's a bad place to get a penalty. So if we can get reasonably close, we're going to be able to capitalize on it. All right, let's see if we get it right. Two out of 3 times we've gotten this off wrong. Turn it in. Just a little nub, a little bit more than I wanted, but enough to not get a penalty and stay flat out. And this guy is going to serve his penalty, and it was a mega penalty. So we're up in the 6th. If 5 makes a crucial mistake, we've got an outside chance at it. I'm kind of going defensive at this point though, because I'm worried that the guy that got that penalty, uh, you know, he was quick, so. Flat out, keep it flat out, going to fifth on the exit. There we go. Could have done that better. Trying to stay with, I never was straight in that section near those S's. That was better. And try to stay as flat out as possible until you can get yourself, as soon as you get yourself straight, get on it. And I think we've got this as long as we get this turn right. Don't mess this turn up, we should be good. I go way outside, start turning it in early. Went wide, but I don't think we're going to get a penalty for it. Messed that up, but I think we still got enough wiggle room. And there we go. Qualified 10th, get a 6th place finish, move up 4 spots. That's going to add to our driver rating. So like I said, all in all, it was a very good weekend at Spa. Good French weekend. And the other big news this week is the launched the start of the next FIA season, the exhibition season, like the little kind of preseason thing, 10 weeks. But as you see my awesome Boba Fett outfit. But the big question is, so we went with Honda last season. Don't really want to go with Honda again. Want to try a few different things. So you can see here, tried a few things, the Toyota, the FT1, the Supra kind of vision thing. Went with the 911 and then of course the RCZ. So my thought process there was, like I said, all of my podiums I've had, my best finishes, my best qualifying has all been in that Peugeot. So inevitably I decided it would probably be best. I considered doing the Porsche, looked at a few other cars. I also wanted to pick one that not a lot of people were going to do. So the Audi, the Mercedes, other ones like that. I mean, everybody picks those ones. So I wanted to pick one that I'm actually going to be able to be like competitive and be up there in the rankings. So debated it. It's a tough decision, but then I figured it is the exhibition season. So it's really it's a pretty short 10-week sprint. If I don't like the car or whatever, I can always bail. So I decided to pick the Vision car just because I already have the RCZ. I bought it. So why pass up, a free car to try out if it's going to be beneficial at some point throughout the season. You can almost sense Ryan contemplating the big decision, what to do. Do I go with the OP car that everyone will probably say I just picked but I want to be quick. I want to do good in races regardless of who the manufacturer is. So when I get quicker, I can pick cars that maybe aren't as quick and rely on myself. But for now, I wanted to go with a car that I know I'm consistent in, I'm confident in, and I'm quick in. So we went with the Peugeot. I actually probably won't even use the Vision car. Like I'll use the RCZ Group 3 car. But like I said, might as well have 3 options instead of 2. And maybe there will be one track that just makes more sense. I don't know. So there you have it, folks. Thank you again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Like I said, I'm going to try to be posting more videos. This channel is pretty much going to be only sim racing content. So please, please, please like, subscribe, support the channel as we get ready to head into the FIA season. where I'll try to be doing more stuff and more, cameras and everything like that. So thanks for tuning in. Again, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll catch you on the next Gran Turismo Sport video.